some additional amount of epoxy, I glued some neoprene with the epoxy over here. This is the first layer. It's a thin one, like 3 millimeters, and then I got this soft one, and this is gonna be glued over here. It's gonna be very nice. And after it's dry, I'm gonna smooth the edges with the drill, so it's gonna look good. Now the second layer. And some tape to hold it in position. Wow. It's gonna hold very well, I think. No problem. I put some tape on there, on the tape, otherwise it would rip off the new neoprene. So now everything's dry. Now I'll do the markings for inserting of the trigger. Now these are the drawings for the trigger. Now I'm gonna screw some holes in there like I did it with the handle, and then hopefully it's gonna fit. This is exactly the way I did it last time. Make sure that it's even, and then just drill the holes in there. Now once again, saw out the heart with the plywood saw. And here comes the trigger part. Now take a rasp and clean the channel with the rasp. After some filing, the trigger fits perfectly in. Now I'm gonna do the splints for the trigger, here and here, and make a channel for the line release over here. Now I use a trick to drill the splint holes, this one and this one, and do the rear line release channel. I had many problems not straight drilling through the wood, because the measurement on the curve is very hard, so I just scanned it in. It's exactly the same like my trigger. I'm gonna cut it out and glue it on the outside of the gun to drill the holes here and here. To do the fine edges, like here and here and here, you need a very sharp knife, so I use a scalpel. And this is the result when you worked well. 1, 2. Now do the rail channel over here and then the splints. Ta-da. You have to know that the release goes forward, so you need extra space to the front. So the channel is finished. Also gonna make a steel plate over there, but this is just finishing work. Now I'm gonna do the rail. For that reason I tape an arrow exactly in that position where it's gonna be and mark it with a pencil. One straight line to the end. I don't got any metal for the splints. I attached the reel now because I have to drive to the work supply to get some metal for the splint, but I will do it tomorrow. This is small work. I just put it by eye where it gets and then make a point with a pencil and drill some holes. I use these nautical screws. They are stainless steel. When you drill the holes, measure the thickness of the screw. This is 4 millimeters, so I'm gonna use 3.5 millimeters drill to drill in here, so that the screws will have a little bit more of grip in the wood. I pinned out where I'm gonna drill here. And one more tip: when you take the drill, take a little bit of tape and look how deep you can go in, and then mark the drill over here so you know how deep you're gonna go in, and not too deep and not too less. Now the rail is fixed. Not movable. It's gonna hold big fishes. Now here comes the rest for my gun. Wow, nice one. This 130 centimeter Salvimar spear with 3 shark fins. Number 1. Then, come out. This rubber band, 1 meter 40, and some nylon, 2 millimeters, and the insertion for the dynamo.